Hi, Bob the Canadian here. Welcome to this little English lesson about different kinds of buildings. But before you think this video is going to be simple, let me explain how this is going to work. I'm going to visit 10 different buildings in my local town, and I'm going to describe the kinds of things that you can buy or the kinds of things that you can do in that building. And then you need to guess what kind of building it is. So, before we get started though, if this is your first time here, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below and give me a thumbs up at some point during this video. So, the building behind me, I don't want to move too much because you will see the name on the front, but the building behind me is a place where you can buy tools. It's a place where you can buy nails and screws and all kinds of other things that you would use to fix things or build things. So I'm just going to give you about 3 seconds to think about what kind of building do you think that is? What kind of store do you think that is? Let me count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Well, the building behind me, let me move to the other side, is a hardware store. A hardware store is the kind of place where you could buy a hammer, the kind of place where you could buy nails, the kind of place where you could buy power tools or other things that you would need to do construction or to fix things. You'll even see trucks coming in to pick up lumber or wood for their latest building projects. So, building number 1, it's a hardware store. I hope that you got it right. So I'm just going to hold my hand up here so you can't read the front of this building. This is a building where you can deposit money and a building where you can also withdraw money. That should be enough of a hint. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to guess that this is 1, 2, 3. Well, that's a truck with a bulldozer on it, but behind it you can see a bank. So a bank is a place where they have bank machines and where people who are called tellers work, and it's a place where you can deposit money and a place where you can withdraw it. If you have an account there, of course. So the next building behind me is also a store, and it is a place where you could buy food for your pets. It's a place where you can buy food for your dog or for your cat. I think this is going to be a pretty easy one to guess, so maybe I'll just tell you. This is a pet store. So once again, a great place to get food for your pets, a great place to buy all kinds of other things, including pet toys. Did you know that we buy our pets toys sometimes? I think it's a little bit silly, but Oscar has a few toys at home and he really enjoys it. So, building number 3, it's a pet store. So the next building behind me is a place where you can buy food. You're probably going to guess this one really quickly. It's a place where you can buy fruit. It's a place where you can buy vegetables. It's a place where you can buy bread and all of the other things that you eat every day. So I'm going to count to 3. 1, 2, 3. It is obviously a grocery store. Some of you might recognize this grocery store because I actually did a video in this store about a year ago. So if you're interested in learning a little bit of English at the grocery store, I'll put a link up here and you can go and watch that video once you are done this one. So this building is a grocery store. We sometimes call it a supermarket as well. So it's quite hard for you to guess what this place is until I describe it. I'll even let you see the door. This is a place where you come if you need to get your teeth cleaned or if you need to get a tooth pulled out or other dental work. Should I count to 3? 1, 2, 3 while you guess? This is a dentist's office or a dental center. I do like getting my teeth cleaned, but it is not my favorite place to go. So I have a feeling this is going to be the easiest one to guess. It's not technically just a building, it's really a place, but it is somewhere you can go when you need to put gas in your car. So I'll count to 3, but I'm pretty sure you've guessed it already. 1, 2, 3. This is a gas station. So this is where you would come if your car or van was running out of gas. This is where you would come if you needed to buy a liter of oil to go in your vehicle. This is a gas station. Hopefully this building, this place behind me, is a little harder for you to guess. In this building, you can pick up your mail. That's probably a giveaway. You're probably already guessing what this is behind me, but if you needed to send a letter, or if you needed to buy a stamp, or if you needed to pick up your mail, you could go to this place. Let me give you 3 seconds to guess what it is. 1, 2, 3. Sure enough, it is a post office. This is actually the post office where you can send me mail. If you look in the description below, there's a little address there, Bob the Canadian, P.O. Box 419, I think it is, where you can send me a postcard, and I do really appreciate them. So this building is a post office. This building is a place that you would go if you wanted a hamburger or French fries or a soda, or pop as we call it in my part of Canada. It's a great place where if you need food fast, you would go. Can you guess what it is? 1, 2, 3. This is a fast food restaurant. Let me move out a bit more and you'll be able to see a bit more of it. You might recognize this fast food restaurant from one of my recent videos where I went to 4 different restaurants in one day. I'll put a link up here if you want to watch it. So the next building we're going to look at is right behind me. I don't want to move my head too much because you'll see what it is. This is a place where you can buy drugs or medicine. You'll probably already guess it, but I'm going to count to 3 anyways. 1, 2, 3. The store behind me, or the building behind me, is a drugstore. In other countries, there are other names for this, but in Canada, the place where you go to get your prescription, that's when the doctor says you need a certain kind of drug or medicine. The place you go is a drugstore. The person who works in a drugstore is called a pharmacist. Well, this building behind me is also a place where you can get food, but it's different than the last place I described. In this place, you will sit at a table, you will get a menu, and you will give your order to the waiter or the waitress. So I'll count to 3 while you guess what it is. 2, 3. This is a restaurant. We sometimes informally call these sit-down restaurants in English because it's different than a fast food restaurant, but this is a restaurant. Well, this next building I'm going to show you, you might be able to guess just because of all of the big doors on the front. I'll turn and you can have a look. This is a place that is full of fire trucks and full of firefighters. Those are the people who work there. And I'll give you a couple seconds to think about what this is. It has 2 names, by the way. We would call this a fire station, or we would also call it a fire hall. So there you go. That's the last building of this little tour. Hopefully you got a perfect score on this little quiz. Well, hey, that was just a look at some of the buildings and places in my local town. I hope you enjoyed the tour, and I hope you got almost perfect on your quiz. I'm Bob the Canadian. You are learning English with Bob the Canadian right now. If this video helped you just a little bit, give me a thumbs up. And if you're new here, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below. And before you go, why don't you stick around and watch another video. Have a good day.